We've said that these drafting aids appear when you use the right mouse button and right click, provided you have nothing else selected. If you go down to drafting aids, this box pops up. It's a dialog box. Let's concentrate on this grid tab first. We're able to set across the drawing sheet whatever grid size we want. Here I've said let's have a 1 meter grid in the X and Y. We'll ignore the Z for the moment, and I've got a bold step every 5. I'll cancel from there, and I'll just take the opportunity to show you that if you click File and New, you get this view of a rectangle which is about 42 meters or so in size, and we've done that deliberately. That's a typical sort of area that you might do a garden design in. Now if I right click, go to Drafting Aids, let's set a grid. Let's say, for the sake of argument, we wanted to have a 1 meter grid over that entire 42 meters across. We'll leave the Z at 50. No, we won't. We'll make that 0 to get that out of the way, and we'll do the same over here. So we're saying let's have a 1 meter grid over the whole site, but have a bold step every 10 meters. So this little tick box enables you to snap to grid nodes when you are drawing, and this actually shows you the grid. So let's go OK. A grid should go on, lots of fine dots, but a major dot every 10. And there we are. Lots of little small jumps. So if I start here at 0, 0 and go across there, I'm at 10, 0. If you look down the bottom down here in the status line at that bold point there, that's X value of 10 and Y value of 0. So let's zoom in, say on that area there. We'll pan up a little. If I chose the draw line command, I could draw from major grid point to minor grid point, over there to a major grid point again, and let's click there. No, I was a little wrong before, wasn't I? We draw from grid point to grid point and then over to a major grid point. They're just used as a drafting guide, so we know that it's 10 meters from that point there to that point there. So this enables you in fact to work on a 45-degree grid quite easily. So the grid can be turned off with the F7 function key. I'll put F7 back on again, and the snap we were forced to lock into individual grid points is turned off with F9. So now I can use the draw command. I could do an arc, and now I'm not constrained to individual grid points, although I can even turn that back on again with the F9 key in the middle of a command. So that arc, let's turn F9 off, that arc sits on a grid point at the end but not at the beginning. So you need to learn to switch your grid on and off and your snap on and off, and you can set it with any of those settings. So if we zoom extents now, we see those major grid points. So very often you want to design on that sort of grid.